I've been wondering about why people like media so much. Why do people like watching people through television? Other people that they don't know. They've never met them. Why do people like watching YouTube videos of other people? They have relationships of their own, you know? We all have relationships. And yet we choose to spend so much of our time watching other people. At first, I was thinking maybe it's because we're lonely. Maybe the relationships we have aren't satisfying our need for socializing. Then I thought maybe it's because we're lazy. It's so much easier to watch people interact and to have people perform for you so that you don't have to get those feelings by yourself. Someone else can just do it for you. Then I thought maybe it's because we've forgotten how to interact in real life. Maybe that's why we prefer movies and television. It takes a lot of creativity to interact and to socialize and to have fun and to love and to watch other people do it. It's a very personal thing. It's a very easy thing to do. And I think people use it as an alternative to cultivating their own relationships. You get to watch a couple meet for the first time, have their first kiss, and get married, have kids, all on a screen. So many intimate experiences. And you don't have to worry about it or work for it. You can just watch it. I think we've forgotten. I think we've spent more time watching other people interact instead of interacting ourselves. You know how, like, when you haven't done something for a long time, you kind of fumble with it at first? I think that's how our social lives are right now. So much of what I watch, I've never done. I'm having new experiences, but not actually having them. I'm just watching them. And if I've seen them online, if I've already viewed them, what's the point in doing it? You know, you've already experienced that. I think that's a flaw in how I'm thinking. That once I've seen something done, I don't need to do it. It's already been done. Anything more after that is repetitious and boring. I don't think that's right. Doing something again does not imply replicating that event. It doesn't imply that you're going to feel the same way. There's so many different ways to do the same thing. It's so fun to watch other people play pretend. All these actors aren't doctors. They're not lawyers, they're not killers. They're performers. And so, despite watching these events, we're not actually experiencing the real events. They're performances. So we're not even getting a real visual of all this stuff. It's bull hockey. It's so jam-packed with excitement, that is media, that when we leave the screen, everything around us seems a little bit boring, because the angles don't change, do they? You know, when you're watching a show, it switches angles. Different views, different experiences happening so quickly. And then you get in real life and you're just kind of one station, one song, one view. And it's very boring, you know, because you're seeing out of only one person's eyes, which are yours. And maybe we feel like this one angle is rather boring, and maybe it is boring because we're not using it. We're not changing our angle. We're staying in place, whether physically or in our heads. We look at the things around us and we say, oh, I've already seen that. I've already done that. And so what's the point of doing it again? But I'm realizing more and more that when I look at something again, I see something else in the experience. I'm going to fumble at first as I'm using my channel and as I'm acting out my role in life, because, man, I don't feel like I've done it as much as I've watched other people perform their roles. So of course, at first, it's going to feel awkward and it's going to feel boring because, honestly, I'm not too good at it yet. But I will be. That's how actors get good at performing. That's how people get good at their work. Everyone starts out at sucking at everything. And I think we might be scared to live our own lives because it's certainly not going to come up to the expectations of what we see on TV at first. But we all have to fumble. No baby starts out walking. They gotta crawl and they gotta fall as they try to walk, you know? And that's us with our personalities and our socializing and our lives. I think we're so scared to fumble that we're not actually living our lives the way we should and the way that we'll actually enjoy them. So let's fumble a bit. Let's fall over. Let's mess up. And then maybe someday we'll get to a point where we're as good as the people we see on TV. But, you know, secretly I think that that's not what we really want.